the Joet Garcia of this world, that's Balanga is going to be a university town. That's a vision. And when he's talking about a university, he's not talking about just any university. He's talking about Harvard, he's talking about Oxford, Cambridge, and whatever have you. Although I understand that his real inspiration is Salamanca, with the lights of Salamanca University, because that is where he brought his wife to a honeymoon. But it's a wonderful thing. So where do we begin? We're here, NGAs. You've heard many NGAs. And quite frankly, I would like to listen to the mayor of Valenzuela, who is the vice president for LCP. We're working with you. And I was wondering whether LGUs too. There are quite a number of LGUs. And I'm glad, Mayor Gatchalian, that you are here. You have some people from the city of Valenzuela. You have quite a number of cities. And we'd like to find out from you exactly how we can push forward this transformation program, city by city, province by province. You've heard Chairman Villanueva with his awesome powers in pushing the GOCCs and GFIs. And we're very glad the DBP people are here, that in fact DBP is the first GOCC to be initiated into the PGS. Shall we limit ourselves to government? And the answer is no. We have Rex Drilon here, who keeps telling the business community, we cannot play at the National League only. We have to go regional. We have to play ASEAN. And my suggestion is that we have to go beyond ASEAN. We have to go APEC, go global. Our corporations now are going to be tested and measured against best practices, not in the Philippines, but against best practices in ASEAN. And quite frankly, what we're hoping is that by 2015, 20 of the top ASEAN corporations in terms of corporate governance practice should be Philippine corporations, competing against Singapore, competing against Malaysia, competing against Thailand, and competing against Indonesia. That's the challenge we have in the business community. Mayor Joet is saying that you cannot go very far unless you also have civil society coming in. And I was very impressed by what Bill Luce was saying earlier. He would like civil society and business to band together to work with government so that there is a multi-sector governance coalition for every government agency, for every LGU. Government, whether you're talking about NGA, LGU, GOCC, GFI, business and civil society will have to go one institution at a time. Question is when? The answer is very clear. We started many years ago, 86. It has not been an easy travel. We have encountered very strong headwinds against us. But finally, the wind is behind us, pushing us forward. In the papers today, our growth forecasts are being upgraded. Those of China and Japan are being downgraded. It has taken us a long time to get here. Shouldn't we take advantage of the winds that are behind us? And I have this very specific idea, and it is a challenge to all of you. We will be hosting APEC in 2015. I'm sure that we will be putting up a lot of infrastructure. I do not know where. But by the end of 2015, we shall have 20 other heads of government coming to the Philippines. And we will be scrambling. What can we show them? My answer, show them the many points of light for governance. So the question I would like to ask is, how many NGAs by 2015 can show the world visible, appreciable results of their own transformation? I am certain about the Philippine Army. They will. I'm certain about the Philippine Navy. They will. I'm certain about the Philippine National Police. They will. And I'm sure about many others, including, for example, the Civil Service Commission. They're doing very well. The question we should ask is, and Bill, you're here, how many NGAs can we have that can show the world they have transformed themselves? Because we cannot transform the Philippines by simply saying big transformation of the entire Philippines. We'll have to start one institution at a time. I'm almost certain that DTI can do it. But is this enough? Can we do more? And I hope that with the help of DBP, you will help in the transformation of our NGAs. Mayor Gatchalian is here. What about the cities that we have? Mary Jane has been an inspiration for many of us. I am certain, for example, that San Fernando La Union will make it. Tagbilaran will make it. Balanga will make it. But shall we limit ourselves to 12, 15 cities? Mayor Gatchalian, can we have more from the LCP? And that is really the challenge. We have 3 years to be able to do it. By the way, Mandaue, whose city administrator, is in trouble because he spends a little bit too much of his time with ISA, is able to go through the first stages of the PGS in 1 year. They can do it. And we will be seeing the city of Baez later presenting themselves for a revalida for initiated status. The question we'd like to ask is, working with LCP, working with the ILG, working with the NAPOLCOM, working with the Philippine National Police, what can we do together to push a number of local government units to become really models of community development because we have banded together? Same thing is true with the GOCCs and GFIs. By 2015, if I understood right, Cesar Villanueva's GCG would have brought down the number of GOCCs to 100. That is in the 2015 scorecard. But 100 which will be GOCCs that will be well regarded professionally, and because they return quite a lot of money to the Philippine government. I noticed that LBP is here, the Land Bank of the Philippines, and I'm sure that they can do the same thing. Therefore, now is the time. Not only because the winds are very much in our favor, we also are trying to project brand Philippines as new Philippines, totally different, and that is committed to become a model of good governance practices. Who should carry out the work for transformation? You know, the signals from the top have already been given. This administration has made it very clear. It has a roadmap, despite what Ed Seligman says. Where's the roadmap? The roadmap was already very clear in the inaugural address and the first State of the Nation address. It is being cascaded down to the last individual. The PNP is in the forefront of being able to do this. And don't forget that 140,000 police, men and women, and everyone will have to go and connect themselves with the institutional scorecard. There's a Philippine Development Plan, It's therefore up to the leadership of each